The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.
I'm sorry, Dave.
You're not sorry,
I'm
Dave.
afraid I can't do that.
Hey, Dante's here!
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
Oh, he didn't.
He told me enough. He told me you killed
You're both dead.
I am your father.
And your mother.
I'll be back.
Hey, stop like that down the game.
It's a trap!
Crap! Captain Trickster did it!
That's right.
The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the few.
for the one.
Do
Do or do not.
or do not. There is no try.
Or I don't care. Like Captain
Hey,
Trickster.
here's my kitty. Direct safe guy. But you thief.
Yes.
Prosper.
Get away
Hey,
from
don't
her,
talk
you
like that about
bitch!
Newt.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Guess what? I just
Bye bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
Goodbye.
Hi, everybody.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop saying that!
I see dead people.
So what? You said that.
Why so serious?
Time for all for sci-fi!
I volunteer as tribute.
What I do is not up to you.
We're home.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. It's with you.
I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
I don't know. Everybody, always. Welcome, everybody, to the All for Sci-Fi Weekly webcast. I'm your host, Eric Walker, and next to me is
Captain Trickster, and never call me
Trickster.
late for dinner.
our lunch or breakfast.
Breakfast or
our
snack.
Yeah, that's true. Our 4 seconds are for being a garbage disposal.
That's me.
Yep, he's everything.
Oh, I'm everything you can think of, except the Cookie Monster.
I don't know. Maybe you might be the Cookie Monster as well.
I gave that title to him.
We have a great show, everybody, today. We got a little bit to talk about. We're going to talk about the Rings of Power.
Yes.
This is the latest episode's called Halls of Stone.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're also going to talk about a very surprising movie on Netflix called Uglies, which is brand new. And Captain Trickster's fallen asleep like he normally does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Typical.
After I have that, after I have my lunch, I gotta take my lunch nap.
Yes. Dante's watching The Sopranos. How can you watch The Sopranos and watch us at the same time?
Really?
Yeah.
That's not
Okay.
cool.
You know, we hear all of that when you do that. When you spit, when you yawn, and when you go to sleep.
I need to
Maybe
stretch.
we should do like a hot dog eating contest with Nathan's hot dogs with you and see how many you could eat.
Not that many.
I'll bet you could put quite a few.
I'd get rid of the bread. I'll get the hot dogs and put a lot of them away then.
I still think you could eat a lot anyway.
Well, I'm trying not to.
How was your week?
Well, it's been really good. It's nice and cool now. Oh, I
Oh.
enjoy it.
Yes.
I'm sleeping good at night. Oh, what a miracle that is.
Yeah, we went through that heat wave where it was over 100 degrees for like it seemed forever.
Oh, I
And at
know.
one day it was 120.
Yep.
And when I got in my car, it said 122.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that hot, but maybe it was probably 132 inside the car.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe 142. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And a burnt steering wheel.
Yes, that's not always good.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh, he's got us on the iPad.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Great.
Sounds cool.
Perfect. We still need to you're good at multitasking.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Oh,
so-
come on. Well, that's true. He can't talk and walk
can't-
at the same
I
time
can't
with
walk
chewing
and chew
gum.
gum. You said it the wrong way too, so you can't multitask either. Apparently,
I just say it differently.
I tried to not multitask, and I'll tell you why, Dante. Because there was like a medical study about people who do multitasking, and every time, the more you do it, the dumber you become, because you lose brain cells. The brain is not meant to be for you to do multitasking. So you actually lose brain cells, and people that do it all the time, they become really retarded.
I think that's somebody we know, right?
I shouldn't say that, actually. I've just offended retarded people. I'm sorry about that. I take that back. Need to be nice. Well, anyway, we got a great show today. We're gonna obviously talk about what we said already. We're gonna talk about Rings of Power.
Oh yes.
And then we're gonna talk about the Uglies, which I'm impressed. It was directed by MCG, who did a lot of the what was those movies, like Mission Impossible or something like that. A bunch of different ones.
He did a lot.
Yeah. And also an announcement. We got a new sci-fi show that starts next week.
Yep.
Agatha.
Uh-huh.
All Along. Agatha All Along will be premiering on the 18th, right?
That's right.
On Disney Plus. So we'll be talking about that next weekend. So next weekend we'll have a few shows as well to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to talk about first, Captain Trickster? I mean Trickster.
Let's talk about food.
This is a sci-fi show.
Oh well, that's sci-fi too. Yeah, how you can make.
If you go to Galaxy's Edge, maybe, and get the Ronto wrap.
That's where you can twist your wing and make a cupcake for me.
Are you talking about the Uglies now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I thought you were talking about, the food at Galaxy's Edge, like the Ronto wrap.
Oh, no, I was talking about that. I was talking about
or the
Uglies.
Yub Nub Endorian, whatever chicken.
Well, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. They got some good stuff. They got some really great tasting stuff.
We need to get that next time.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about Uglies.
You want to talk about the Uglies?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Dante, I'm just telling you what I read. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dante said, well, you can make up some sci-fi food. Huh?
That's true.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Captain Trickster's favorite show.
Food.
Not food.
Oh. We're talking about the Food Network?
No, we're going to talk about Uglies. We know every time he eats lunch at work, he turns on the Food Network.
You got that part right.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yes.
As long as they don't have that fat Asian chef on, we're all good.
Yeah.
I ain't going to say his name out loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely like Beat Bobby Flay.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's a kid's show.
And who doesn't like that Guy Fieri?
Oh,
right?
yes.
All right. Talking about the Uglies. The Uglies. The Uglies is on Netflix.
Yes, it is.
It's a brand new show. At All for Sci-Fi, as you know, we have a 0 to 5 star rating. 5 stars is the best. If it's 3 stars or less, in this case, we don't recommend you stream because it's on Netflix. Uglies gets a 4.90 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm going to save my 5, so it's going to be a 4.95.
Very high rating, very high praise.
Is it a TV show or is it a movie?
No, it's a movie. It was an hour and 41 minutes.
Movie, that's what I thought.
And
TV shows could be that long too.
Well, a TV movie not a TV show.
Well, I don't know. Some of them are an hour and 5 minutes.
Not really. That's not the same thing. It's not a movie. Is something that's 90 mintes or more.
True. True.
Yeah. Hey, Adam O'Brien's here.
All right.
Top of the morning. He's watching us from Australia.
That's right.
Mace's Space Burger. That's funny.
That sounds funny. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just was surprised at how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
I actually stayed up later and didn't turn it off and go to sleep.
Amazing.
Yeah. Since I'm like the rooster, I go to bed when the sun goes down and I get up when it comes up.
He crows too when he comes up. We hear him all over the state.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, I was just kind of flabbergasted. I didn't expect it to be that good. I thought, oh, this is a movie about people they call pretty and someone they call ugly, but it was very different.
Oh yes,
the writing was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, Netflix, we spent a lot of time the first couple of years of our podcast webcast talking crap about Netflix.
Oh yeah,
but Netflix this last year or two have been better than everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Everybody.
Oh yes.
So Netflix, whatever you're doing now is great. So
Keep it up.
it up. Yeah.
That's
so,
right. Keep it up.
Yeah. So it's basically a little bit about the story. So spoilers, of course. It has Tally, who is they call her what, Squint or something like that is her nickname.
Yeah,
And
Squint.
she goes to the city to get ready in the barracks because apparently in this story, when you turn 16, you have this cosmetic surgery, so they make you pretty. So you're no longer ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And she meets this guy named Paris, who she calls Nose, and they hit it off. And then he gets to go a couple months sooner. They were hanging out with each other for 4 years.
Oh yes.
In this barracks, getting ready, prepared. And apparently it's in the future, so it's after the human race almost destroyed itself.
Yeah.
And they call those people that did that Rusties.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this thing called the Smoke, and this guy David who ran away apparently, supposedly, but later we find out David was actually born in the Smoke.
Yeah.
And his parents are the ones that ran away. They were doctors that were doing the procedure. But I mean, it's just a really, really well directed, well edited. The music's good. The acting is just awesome.
Fantastic.
Really good actors.
Really good acting.
Yeah. So I mean, at moments I was getting emotional. So it was watch The Uglies. Did you have a favorite scene?
I have to think first. I do have a favorite one. Oh, I liked the best is when she went into the city, put that mask on, make herself look pretty, and she takes that mask off and they says she wasn't there, and she jumps off that building,
right,
and lands on that bubble, and the bubble throws her over to
she uses the bungee jacket.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. I had some. Yeah, I mean that whole scene that continued later. That's where she met her friend as well, that she calls Skinny or whatever her name.
Yeah,
was.
Skinny.
Forgot the actual other name, but because they have nicknames and then they have the real names. My favorite scene was I don't want to say that because it's kind of a downer, but I liked it when she was becoming friends and her friend was teaching her how to skateboard.
Oh yeah,
and do that stuff. Those are some really neat tricks they were doing.
Air riding boards.
And
cool.
Yeah, there's some intense moments too where she made it to the Smoke by herself. Remember, she had to.
Oh yeah.
She almost died a couple times too.
Yeah, I love it. I love that roller coaster she was going down.
Yes.
Oh, that was
cool.
That was definitely cool.
That was sick.
That was definitely sick.
You didn't sound cool when you said it. I did.
Okay.
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 What did
radical.
you say? What is that? What you said when you were growing up? Radical.
It's radical. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not get into what I said in the 80s.
Oh Lord.
Adam could probably relate.
We could be in trouble on that one.
Yeah, that's true. Go watch Valley Girl.
Oh
then
yeah.
You'll know what we said.
Oh, I know.
And I grew up in the Valley, so
that's right. Cause you're a Valley boy.
Yep. It's true. All of it. It's all true. The Jedi, this mystical force. What's that from?
Star Wars.
Yeah. Han Solo talking to Rey.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say about Uglies?
No, actually, it's great.
Not ugly. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah, it's not ugly.
Way to go, MCG. Good job.
Yeah.
And they kind of left it open at the end so they could do a sequel.
Yes.
Sure. All right, let's jump on to next. We have
Lord of the Rings.
Power of the Rings.
Yes.
Captain Trickster is doing his thing and he can't remember.
Well, no.
This latest episode is called Halls of Stone.
If you really read the whole thing, it is Lord of the Rings, Power of the Rings.
I don't think this one.
Yeah,
I don't think this one is. I don't think there was a book or anything like that. It was based off some notes or something like that. It's not. There wasn't a book that was written by Tolkien.
But this is Tolkien's notes, though. That's what they're using.
Or it's something that's. And everybody's making a big deal. This is not like his writing. It's still a good show. Let's give it a rating.
It is a very good show, yes.
And all for sci-fi, as you know, 0 to 5 stars, 3 stars. We don't recommend it. This episode, Hall of Stone from The Power of the Rings, I believe it's episode 5,
Yes.
gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. What do you give it?
I'm gonna give it the same.
Okay. Shouldn't agree with me.
This time I had to, because it was actually pretty good. I mean,
It was good.
It's good, but
yeah.
it's more like a filler to me than it was a regular. Really punching
It's
it in
not
there.
the best episode of the season, but it's
No.
still a good show. We're kind of getting to know the characters more. They made the rings for those smaller people. What are they called? Dwarfs. That are underground, and the king took it on, and his son's really worried.
Of course,
about what's going on with, and we kind of know at this point who Sauron is, right? It's that guy that's helping him make the rings.
Rings, yes.
Right. So I know Captain Rickster was tricking me, and he tried to tell me it was that other guy, that magical wizard guy that was with the Proudfoots. Anyway, did you have a favorite scene in this episode that you liked?
Let me think. Oh, I liked it when the father told the son, "Give me my axe. Give me his axe, so he can get because he was hitting the store because he found the light."
Okay.
But he used the ring to find the light, though.
Okay. Trying to think of what scene I like the most. I mean, yeah, I'll go with you on that one. We're gonna agree on this entire episode.
Yeah.
Same rating, same favorite scene. Anything else you want to share regarding this episode?
Well, I like it. I like the king's son's wife. She's pretty cool. She definitely got that. She definitely runs that household. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. She's sassy, isn't she?
Oh man, is she ever?
Yeah. No, she's
But
great.
yeah, there is some. I liked it when that elf girl, I think she put her on the ring and she turned invisible, and then she saw Saruman.
Right.
That was good.
She had that vision, and then Sauron told her, "Don't speak of this," and said she looked like Gadriel.
Yeah. That was a good part.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody, we're gonna keep it short this week.
Mhm.
We like to keep it short. No longer hour episodes unless we have 4 or 5 things to review like we did in the past.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. So we got some exciting stuff coming up though. Next month we're going to be at the LA Comic Con.
Oh yes.
So want a big shout out to LA Comic Con here. It's October 4th, I believe, right?
Yes, 4th through the 7th.
Check it again.
Something like that.
Yeah, big shout out to them. We're getting media passes, so we're going to cover and so we're going to be doing walkthroughs as well, videos.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a lot of big names there this year.
Yes.
A lot of big names like Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor, almost all the people from The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Ahsoka as well. It's gonna be a great show. Excited. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to interview them, but maybe we could. They're gonna be on the stage. Maybe we could do some videos so you can see what they have to say. And it's gonna be the 4th, 5th, and 6th. At the LA Convention Center.
Yeah.
It used to be Stan Lee's show, right?
Yes,
Kamikaze.
it was Kamikaze.
Then it was Stan Lee for a while. Then Stan Lee's Comic Con.
Then
LA Comic Con.
He passed on. Now they made it LA Comic Con.
Yeah. So, hey guys, we look forward to covering that for you next week. Of course, we're going to be talking about what we mentioned at the beginning of the show. Next week, we're not only going to have The Power of the Rings, episode 6. We're also going to start talking about Agatha all along.
Yep.
Which I hope is a great show.
I do too.
Because I like that actress, so I hope they did it justice. But as we always say at All for Sci-Fi, go out this week and do one act of kindness because it makes the world a better place, and someone might witness it and it might inspire them to pay it forward and make the world a better place.
That's true.
Remember, the Force is with us always. Live long and prosper, Captain.
Okay, everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Come back this next week. It's going to be cooler, thank goodness.
Yes.
We will see you next week with more content.
Yep, excited. We'll look for, if your friend Mark's here, tell him to look us up, Dante. So we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe.
The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.